rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only got one, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. What a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only got one, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. What a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only got one, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed.
Hello race fans and welcome to Martinsville Speedway for tonight's running in the IAA Xfinity Series. We've got 200 laps to run here tonight. The cars have finished qualifying and are gridding up. We've got quite a few starters here tonight, so let's get going on running down through the field. Starting off on the pole, it's going to be Trenton Jump and Sean Freeman on his outside. Row number 2 is going to have Eric Stamp and Steve Baker. Row number 3, Kyle Hardy and Wesley Crump. Row number 4 is going to have Dalton Schley and Zane Bailey. Row number 5, Alan Duggar and Jeff Gilmore. Row number 6 will have Logan Brakey and Randy Brashears. Row number 7, Dustin German and Brian Beach. Row number 8, Dustin Coggin and Colin Bester. Row number 9, James Roadtruck and Scott C. Ford. That's a new name. We have not seen him before. Row number 10 is going to be Darren Bruce and Chris Spencer. And bringing it through the field, it's going to be Reggie Evans, Raymond Herdina. There's another new name. And Travis Look, I believe we've seen him. Brandon Garand and Kevin Roy back up in the back of the field. So lights are off on the pace car. I'm not 100% sure if they're going to do another laps. Looks like they are. I'm not sure why they have the lights off when they're going to do 2 laps. Some of the short tracks, they seem to do that. Quite a large field here tonight. Trenton Jump going to be starting off on the pole. Sean Freeman on his outside. Sean pretty quick here tonight. Just watching him out in practice. But the pace car is off and they're just about to go green. And the green flag is out. Trenton Jump going to bring him down in the turn number 1. Side by side, Eric Stamp and Sean Freeman. Freeman falls back to 3rd. Baker in 5th. Hardy up there in 4th. Across the line for lap number 2. Looks like we got one car in the pits already. Freeman and Hardy trying to battle right there for 3rd place. Down the front stretch. Everybody up front seeming to kind of single file out to get back here with Zane Bailey and Dustin Coggins side by side going down into turn 3. Coggins going to best Bailey in that corner. Road truck right behind him in the 7. With that new name, Scott Ford. Trenton Jump still leading with his teammate Eric Stamp right behind him. Sean Freeman rounding up the top 3. Hardy and Baker 4th and 5th. Stamp almost getting to the back of his teammate there. Running 1 and 2. 200 laps here tonight. Gonna be a long race. As a caution comes out. Scott Ford and Raymond Herdina. Please forgive me for mispronouncing that. Let's see what happened here. Back end just comes out on that 45 car. He had it collected up and going, but just because of how crooked he was on the track, caution come out. Unless it's because of this one. Yeah, alright, well he was backwards. Kind of sitting there for a minute, but Barney gonna throw the yellow flag. Let's see if we have pit takers. It's like Reggie Evans coming down pit road. Pace car is off. Green flag is out. Trent Jump got a great jump, no pun intended, down into turn number 1 with Steve Baker getting second over his teammate Eric Stamp. Continue to battle for the second place spot. Stamp underneath Baker. Coming down the front stretch across the line. Baker has it at the moment. Stamp on the low side. And Baker's... Oh! Contact! Oh boy. What just happened? I think we just missed something big in the back of the pack. Let's get a better camera. There we go. Schley gets into Brashears, and oh yeah. Oh, Brashears gets hit. Let's see, we got Randy, we got Breaky, Row Truck, Bester, Schley, Spencer, Darren Bruce, and Reggie Evans. All right there. Looks like those two teammates, Evans and Bruce, not involved, just trying to wall up and get through it. With that, it's going to bring out caution number 2. Here on lap number 16. Let's take a look at Randy's car. Looks like his right side doesn't really have much damage. Left side a little beat up. Doesn't look like he's too bad. He's not going to wait too long to get repairs done. Make sure he stays on the lead lap, as the pace car is just about to the pit exit. So lap number 17, we got our second caution, currently rolling around under the yellow flag condition. You're watching the IAA Xfinity series on 15 Studios YouTube channel. Lights are off on the pace car. Gonna bring him around. Should be ducking on a pit road right here. There he goes. So Trenton jump. Eric Stamp gonna make up the front row. And there we go. Teammates taking off perfectly. That whole front row of those two guys getting gone. And Eric Stamp's going to slide in behind his teammate, Trenton Jump. That was a great restart for the team. Trenton Jump and Eric Stamp. Perfectly executed. Dustin German looked like he's trying to get by Jeff Gilmore. Coming up off of turn number 2. German and Bro Truck are side by side. They are currently fighting for 10th place. Excuse me, 11th. Gilmore is up there in 10th. Looks like Road Truck's going to take the spot from German on the high side. And it looks like Evans is going to pull down low. It looked like he was going to let some cars go by, but looks like he's actually going to... Oh! Kick that back a second. It looked like he was about to stack up his teammate. And yeah, that's kind of... Oh, yeah, that's kind of what happened. And Ford kind of just got up out of shape, trying to get around it. A lot of damage on that car. Trenton Jump still leading with Eric Stamp in second, Steve Baker third. Grump is in fourth, and Sean Freeman is rounding out the top 5 for the time. Gilmore back there looks like he was about to be challenged by Beach, or the other way around. The way Gilmore has gotten back to 12th, so he's fallen back a few spots. Road Truck made his way up there in the 10th now. Bester inside the top 10 as well. Oh, and Freeman's going around. He saves it. Oh, but it is going to bring out a caution. Fortunately, everybody got woed up and did not get into Freeman there, so no harm, no foul, other than just a caution coming out. Lap 26, we'll have to see. Man, they got 4 extra sets, so we got 5 sets of tires here tonight. So we'll have to see. He might. Oh, surprised he's going in now, because I would think that pit road would be closed. If it is closed, then he's going to end up getting a penalty. I believe that's a tail end penalty. Let's go back and take a look, see if we can see what happened. Sean gets in there a little too hot, and the back end just steps out. Keeps those tires spinning, keep it off the wall. And then he's going to lock it down. Nope, he's actually going to steer out of it. And great job by Bester right there. Let's ride on board of Bester's hood and just see what he was seeing. It's a few cars back, but he almost got into Freeman. So let's see. Bester. So you can see Freeman on the left side going up, and then great job by Bester. That could have been a big deal there with lots of carnage. Fortunately, Bester getting that thing woed up in time. Trenton jump, Eric Stamp, Steve Baker continuing to be your top 3. The pace car is off. Jump and Stamp going to take the high line on this restart. Jump gets a huge jump, even over his teammate. So Baker and Stamp going to battle for second. Stamp kind of getting hung on the outside. He's going to have to make that pass. But Baker's got the advantage coming up off of turn number 4, going down straight away. Stamp falls back to third. That restart did not play out well for them. Curious as to why they would have chosen those lines when that last restart with them controlling the entire front line worked out so well for them. But Baker's going to have second. Stamp goes back to third, and we've got another caution. There we go. For Colin Bester. Oh, he just jacks up German. They both go around. Looks like nobody has. Nobody's getting damage anywhere. They both get it locked down and just wait it out until the field goes by. So let's see. Let's go back on board with Bester. Start him out of turn number 2. think German maybe just checked up or braked a little sooner than Bester was thinking. That is going to be caution number 4 on lap 35 of 200 here tonight at Martinsville. All right, so they're going to go back to their previous restart, controlling the front row, jump and stamp. As Baker opted to take the inside second row. Pace car is going to peel off. And the green flag is out. Front row gets a good start. Stamp is stuck on the outside again as Baker had got a better start than the previous time they controlled the front line. Baker's might send it in low, but oh, Stamp goes around. Oh no. That is heartbreak for Stamp. His car is wrecked. I believe they have a fast repair. He's going to have to take that one. Fortunately, we're going to be under caution for the 5th time. Hopefully this does not become a trend. Just going to slow this down. So we know Baker was possibly not going to give up, but Stamp was trying to defend that line. Goes in too hot, gets into his teammate, goes around. Baker is there to kind of straighten him out, but Crump trying to go around, gets his back end. Coggin rips his nose off. Eric Stamp goes from being in second pretty much all night to back of the pack. Let's take a look one more time. Let's go on with Crump. Ah, Crump tagged the outside wall too. Tough break for Eric Stamp. He's going to bring that thing down onto the pit road. His pit box. He's taking right sides. And he may not be taking fast repair. He might just be doing some optional. Because the nose back on that car. And he is back out on the track with no tail on it. I don't think that right front had a bit of camber issue. Trenton jump all the way back to 18th. He pitted. So Steve Baker is going to be up front here. He's going to be the control car for this restart. Looks like Crump is going to take the outside. Hardy inside row 2, Coggin outside. Green flag is back out. Steve Baker is off. Hardy right behind him. Crump on the high side next to Hardy. Coming up off of turn number 2. Side by side, Crump and Hardy going into the corner. Crump's going to have the spot. Up off of turn number 4. Crump is all over the back of Baker. Oh, and we got another wreck. Is that Freeman in that one? I do see Freeman. Who is apparently now being shown as the leader. Well, scoring issue there. Let's see where to start. Looks like Schley. Maybe sliding. Ooh, that might have been Jump's fault. Yeah. Jump gets into the back of Freeman, backs that thing into the wall. Yeah, Jump gets in the back of Schley. Gets into Bailey. Bailey gets Freeman. Oh, just barely gets him. And Eric Stamp T-bones Schley as Jump gets Bailey. That Reggie Evans gets him. Looks like Spencer just got it woed up in time. Oh, on board with Eric Stamp there. Let's take that back a little bit. Oh, man. All right, we're on board with Eric Stamp going down to the turn number 3. See in front, Jump, get Schley, and then just kind of nowhere to go. Oh. It's another little parking lot we got going on there. Since cleared that up, but that is Indy caution number 6 on lap 48. Steve Baker is your current leader. His car is off. Baker going to bring him into the guy car restart zone, and the green flag is out. Great restart by Baker and Hardy. Hardy going to dive inside of Crump, looking for second position. Crump's going to let him have it. Hardy's going to chase Baker down into turn 3 and off of 4. A thick pack of cars. Phil further back here. Bester, Freeman, Stamp all right there. Looks like Stamp has still not fixed his car. And Baker with a caved in nose on that car, still leading up here, and does not seem to be affecting him at all. Trent Jump is currently sitting in 16th. Teammate up in 13th, Eric Stamp. Stamp making a move underneath Brashears. Eric Stamp still has a fast car. He does well. He's got fresher tires though. Don't forget that. Oh, Schley loose off the corner. Schley just had a bit of a moment coming off of turn number 4. Collected it up. Stamp is up to 11th, working on getting up into the top 10, while his teammate Trenton Jump has just kind of been stuck back here in 16th, wondering if maybe that damage on the right front has slowed him down, or if he's just trying to be conservative to not kill those tires as Bester gets into Reggie Evans, Evans into the wall, and Trenton Jump finishes him off as we got another caution. Let's find a good camera here. Bester gets in the rear quarter of Evans. Trenton Jump gets in the back of him with just nowhere to go. Gonna put us back under caution for, let's see, the 7th time here tonight. Pace cars off. Baker going to bring him into the restart zone. And great start for Baker. Looks like Crump might have spun the tires. It's just a little bit there. Didn't seem to affect him much. He's still got second as they kind of stack up behind them. Road Truck holding on third right now. Road Truck has made his way up through the field. We saw him making progress early. Lap 63, he's up into the top 3. Oh, Eric Stamp gets into Beach. We almost saw that one coming, and Bester's going to finish it. And they pile up again. These guys have got to calm down. Stamp is going to be the cause of that one. Let's go, let's take another look. On board with Stamp. I saw that one coming. I didn't even get a chance to call it out. Stamp is desperately trying to get back to the front, but yeah, and then they just kind of stack up behind him. Man, Bester is just right in it all night. That's the second time he's T-boned somebody, not of his own fault. But I know we've been on the hood of his car plenty of times tonight. He's been right in the thick of it. Can't seem to catch a break. Looks like Eric Stamp has gotten himself a new car finally. Baker's still up leading with that punched in nose. Road Truck's going to have second, Gilmore third. So, caution number 8 on lap number 67 of 200 here at Martinsville. You're watching the 15 Studios YouTube channel, the IAA Xfinity Series. Steve Baker is your current leader. And the pace car is back off once again. Another restart by Baker, and he is off. Good restart by Gilmore right behind him. Road Truck disappears for a second. That's going to be tough on Gilmore. He's going to have to deal with a blinking car ahead of him, but it looks like Road Truck maybe stabilized out. So Gilmore is going to be the new top 3 car. They're almost 3 wide coming off the corner back there. And I believe, yep, Eric Stamp and Trenton Jumper both on pit road right now. And yep, Stamp's coming off of pit road. Hardy with Ray Herduna. Hardy gets by. Come on, guys. We got another caution. 9 cautions. 73 laps. All right. Let's see what happened this time. It's like Scott Ford. Oh, I think he got the apron. All right, on board. Yep. You got the curb. So Scott Ford's going to bring out the caution for the 9th time here tonight. Gilmore still staying out. Right now, Bailey, Bruce, Road Truck, Spencer, and Ford are all on pit road. Let's take a look at where some of our other drivers are. Baker and Gilmore have not pitted at all tonight, so they are on original equipment, 74 laps in. Of course, we've had 9 cautions, so those are not all green laps, so they've saved quite a bit, as well as the fuel. But it looks like Baker and Gilmore are the only ones that have not pitted, except for Road Truck, who was just right there in the top 3 with them. But Randy is back there right up in 3rd. Logan braking 4th. Looks like both Randy and Logan pitted on lap 15. Freeman's last stop was 46. Hardy on lap 58. Crump 65. Looks like the most recent pits are by Crump, Coggin, Bester, Stamp, and Spencer, discluding this current caution and round of pit stops for the drivers that opted to head down pit road. Looks like they're going to get them stacked up again. Brashear's going to be on the front row for this restart. And Baker is off. Randy got Logan pushing him in the back end of the corner. Looks like Randy's going to have the advantage coming off of turn number 2 down the backstretch. Him and Gilmore going side by side down into turn number 3. Behind them, Hardy and Brakey are side by side, but still battling for second place is Brashears and Gilmore. Down into turn number 1. They're still side by side. Gilmore having the advantage this time as they come off of the corner. Heading through 3 and 4. They're still side by side. It's Gilmore having the advantage. What is Randy going to do here? He's going to keep it on the high side. He is. Kyle Hardy's poking his nose under there, though. Gilmore gets the spot. Now Randy is having to deal with Hardy trying to get that spot from him. Down through the corner. We still got other cars lined up. Double file behind them as well. It's Brakey and Coggin. Those two currently fighting for 6th place. Oh, and Coggin gets on the apron. Goes on the apron, comes across the track, but luckily Brakey was high enough that they did not make contact. Little bit of contact going on the backstretch right there. Brakey's going to get the spot. Now Coggin and Crump side by side. Crump making the pass on the high side. He's going to get that spot. And Duggar looking underneath Coggin. Coggin kind of just falling quick now. It's like Duggar not able to get the spot quite yet. He's going to look on the inside of turn number 3, but he's to his quarter and into the back of Crump. Crump goes around. They're going to stack up again, and as usual, Bester is right there to watch it. Alright, let's see. This is going to be, I think we want to be on Coggin's hood. Where? There he is. So Coggin gets into the back of Crump. Oh, and I saw a couple of cars getting turned around back there. So Crump's going around right here. Coggin's going up the track. Bester gets right into Duggar. Sends Duggar around. Oh, Road Truck tries to go up and around, and Stamp gets right into the back of him. I think German gets the 18. 18 of Brian Beach. Nope, I'm sorry. Beach gets into German. German sends it up high. Then Jump gets into Beach. And another parking lot we have got. Let's find Bester. There he is, and we'll go on his nose because he is always right in the action here tonight at Martinsville. See Crump going around here, and Colin getting kind of stuffed in there, really nowhere to go, and then getting hit from behind. It's just a bit of nose damage. Doesn't look like he's got any issue on the back end of that. Road Truck missing his back panel, though. Colin Bester just having a rough night. Like I said, he's been in everything or right there to watch it or behind it, so just not able to blow up in time. So Bester is actually going to be a lap down. Kyle Hardy is going to be the leader. So getting him stacked back up. Road Truck up on the high side, that front row. And the green flag is out for Kyle Hardy. Hardy going to bring him down in the turn number 1. Side by side was Baker and Road Truck, but Baker's got the spot over Road Truck. Hardy, Baker, Road Truck is your top 3 as they sit right now, going down into the corner. Baker all over the back bumper of Hardy. Baker makes the pass on Hardy. Oh, Road Truck tries. Hardy dips up out of the way. He knew he was there. Great call by Hardy to just get out of it instead of causing another caution. Looks like Road Truck's going to get that spot. Hardy's going to fall back to 3rd, but side by side behind them, Gilmore and Hardina, as well as Brakey and Schley. Hardina's going to get the spot over Gilmore. Schley and Brakey side by side. Coming up off of turn number 4. Oh, and Schley goes around. He's going to get the inside wall and bring out our 11th caution on lap 91. I'll watch that again. We know he's going around, but... just gets loose off the corner. On Schley's hood. Yeah, it sounded like you couldn't really even tell it was going until it was too late. Let's see. Steve Baker, James Road Truck, Kyle Hardy, the top three. Green flag is back out. Baker going to bring him down in the turn number one with Road Truck behind him side by side with Hardy. Hardy and Road Truck going to go into turn number three side by side. Road Truck's got the advantage coming up off the corner, but Hardy is still fighting down low. Now he's going to get back in line behind Road Truck for third. Hardy going to take that corner in kind of an odd line. It's going to cost him a little bit of time. Further back, Crump and Gilmore side by side. Gilmore's going to get that spot for seventh. Crump's not done fighting on the high side. Crump now being challenged by Freeman after getting passed by Gilmore. Freeman down low, Crump up on the high side. Crump's going to hold on to that spot. turned a couple of green laps as Baker is your leader. Just past the halfway point with 101 of 200 tonight. Gilmore all over the back bumper of Brakey coming off of turn number 4. Now he's going to pull away just a tad. Brakey from Gilmore, that is. On the hood of Freeman, following Colin, Wesley Crump. Eric Stamp back here in 19th. He is 4 laps down. His teammate Trenton Jump is currently on the lead lap in 11th, so it looks like he might still have a chance. He's got a clean car up there in 11th, right behind Alan Duggar. Jump gonna try and pass on the high side. No, he's gonna. Well, he's still gonna stay up there. Whoa, makes a drastic hard right. Now he's trying to make that pass on the high side. He's gonna be able to make it stick enough. It's like he's to his door. Trenton Jump going for that pass on the high side for 10th place. Alan Duggar down low. They're side by side going into 1. Freeman way up the track. And Trenton Jump is going to get that spot over Alan Duggar. Oh, we've got another caution. Let's take a look. Oh, it's like Cog. Oh, maybe not. I was going to say, looks like he got turned, but yeah, he got the curb. And Darren Bruce is right there. Ooh, that's that popped his engine. He's gonna tow back to the pits. Potentially call it an evening. I believe he did. Yeah, so Coggin has called it. So let's see. Eric Stamp is the last car in 18th. Let's see, for retired drivers tonight, Dustin Coggin, Scott Ford, Dalton Schley, Brian Beach, Travis Luke, Brandon Garand, and I don't believe Kevin Roy. Actually, Brandon might not have started the race either. But those are the drivers that are out for tonight. So Eric Stamp, last one in line here in 18th place. Stamp still 4 laps down. Baker still with damage on the nose of that car, still leading. Ray Urdina right here, 2nd place. Randy up there in the final podium spot. We still got plenty of racing to go here tonight. We're just barely past the halfway point. Get them stacked back up, double file. Baker's gonna have inside front row. Medina outside. Ren's gonna take the inside behind Baker. And the green flag is out. Baker gets a great jump. Brashears and Medina side by side going into turn number 1. Up off the corner, they are still neck and neck. Down into 3. Oh, Herdina gets down to the side of Brashears. Oh, and we're going to have another caution. They are stacking up behind him. No, we do not have a caution. Oh, and now we're going to have one. Oh, no. Trenton jump in it. That might just end it for him. Well, plenty of stuff just happened there. To find a spot. There we go. This didn't bring out the caution, but let's see what happened here. So it looks like actually Randy might have just gone up just a bit. You know what? Let's go on Randy's nose and see. Yeah, Randy did kind of wash up a tad. So 88's gonna go. Brakey checks up. Crump doesn't realize he's gonna do that and gets into the back of him. Gets his nose, kind of straightens him out. What's going on a little further back here? And they're continuing to stack up. At this point, we're thinking we're still green. Now let's jump up to here. Let's see what happened. Let's see. You'll find Herdina. Right there. That's kind of weird. He just kind of slowed down. Crump gets in the back of him, and oh man, Herdina gets through that initial one just barely, and then just to get sent around again. Let's go on board with him. See if maybe he missed a gear or something, or it's almost like he thought the caution was come out or something like that. Let's see. Ooh, I think he was thinking the caution was coming out because, or maybe it was at that point, because Trenton Jump kind of woke up and I believe that was Crump behind him did not. That was, I believe that was Crump behind him, right? Yes. Yeah, I mean, he slows up. There's really nothing he can do. So Trenton Jump, unfortunate for him, he's got some damage on that car. back in 12th. He is still on the lead lap. That thing might still be drivable. The arrow shouldn't really matter much. I mean, we're at a short track here, Martinsville. But they're doubling back up. Pace car is off. Steve Baker is once again going to be your control car. Randy Bashir's on the high side. And the green flag is out. Baker's going to bring him in turn number 1. Bashir's getting into the corner better than Duggar did, and he's going to have that second place position. Duggar holding on to 3rd. Gilmore 4th, being challenged by Road Truck on the high side. Down the straight and across the line. They're still side by side. Road Truck's going to send it on the high side, and he's going to have that position over Gilmore. Gilmore's going to settle into 5th place with Hardy behind him. Gilmore looking to take that spot from Road Truck. Trying to jump off the pace. Seems something might have happened to Scott Ford. Ooh, that's gonna mess up a couple of those. Looks like Bailey and Stamp. But fortunately, that did not bring out a caution, so we are still green as Baker is starting to drive away, opening up a over 1 second lead over Duggar in 2nd place. Randy's trying to hold on to 3rd, but Road Truck's challenging him forward on the low side. Looks like Road Truck's gonna get that spot. Randy maybe having slightly older tires. It's been a while since he's pitted. The Jump has lost a lap. He's now off of the lead lap. So both Jump and Stamp, what looked like it was going to be a promising day, they were in control for the beginning part of this race. Pit stops, they went to the back and just in trouble since then. Been so many wrecks throughout the field. The only one surviving is Baker up there in 1st. Baker goes across the line for lap 129. Brakey making a pass on Hardy. Hardy looking to maybe cross him over. He's got to try it. Hardy down low. They make contact. Brakey's going to get the spot. He's going to hold on to it for the moment. Scott Ford still having trouble, and that is going to bring out another caution. Let's see, Baker's going to have to pit. Duggar, Brashears, Hardy, Gilmore, German, Spencer, Bruce, and Bailey all hitting pit road this time. Road Truck's going to be shown as the leader. Wesley Crump in 2nd, right behind him. And it's looking like Jump's going to get his lap back. Good news for him on that one. Road Truck takes him in the restart zone. And he is off. Crump and Brakey going to be side by side going into turns 1 and 2. Hardy got a heck of a run. It looks like he was trying to make a move on Brakey, but Brakey sent all the way down to the bottom. Hardy had nowhere to go. Road Truck continues to lead, but he's being challenged by Crump. Crump's going to poke his nose down low. Couldn't quite get it in there. Down the backstretch, Crump knows he's got a car fast enough to get by Road Truck. He's just got to make it happen. And there's another caution. Yeah, looks like Reggie Evans is going around off the nose of Steve Baker. Baker gets into the back of Evans, and oh, Bester again. Let's get on Bester's hood cam. Gets a piece of that. Oh, poor Colin. Colin is he's being the Daniel Dye of the Xfinity series tonight. Got them stacked back up. Pace car is off. And the green flag is out for James Road Truck. Down in the turn number 1 they go. Side by side is Crump and Hardy. Road Truck kind of struggling to hold on to that lead. Oh no! Randy goes around. Inside wall. Oh, man. That car is destroyed. Yeah, that car is messed up. He's going to end up towing back to pits. Oh, tough break for Randy once again. Let's see what happened here. Ooh, I think he might have just kind of lost it. No, Spencer gets him. Freeman, Brakey, Baker. Oh! Wow. Wow, wow, wow for Baker right there. Let's see. Where is Baker? Here he is. Whew. Alright, let's kick that back. We'll do that in slow-mo so we can see. Spencer maybe getting a little loose, comes down the track, gets Brashears. That car bounces right off the wall. Great job by Bruce to get out of it. Oh, wait a minute. We did not see this. Bruce avoiding Brashears gets up into Gilmore. And looks like they're going to go around. Well, Gilmore saves it. Bruce going for a heck of a ride. Just barely misses those barrels. Let's do an onboard with Bruce. Alright, there we go. On board with Chris Spencer. Very odd, maybe just a bit of a wiggle. So, here we are on lap number 149 on our 16th caution. Just about to the 3/4 mark. Green flag is back out. Row Truck has a great restart. He's going to bring him down to turn number 1 with Crump and Hardy side by side going through the corners. Looks like Hardy's going to get that spot over Crump. Crump now going to be fighting with Duggar. Duggar looking on the low side. Crump sends it way up high. Just about misses that corner, and that is going to cost him. Crump immediately drops back to 5th and being challenged by Spencer. Now falling outside of the top 5, but he's still right side by side with Spencer. But Baker's right behind them. We know Baker is fast, and he's not afraid to use that bumper. Hardy all over Road Truck, trying to get that lead from him. Road Truck's going to send it down the track. Oh, Hardy sends it into the corner. And there is another caution. It's a Colin Bester, maybe. Yep, gets that apron. It goes around. Caution number 17. James Row Truck is your leader. It looks like we have got Trenton Jump and Steve Baker 7th and 9th. Those have been, I'd say, the two dominant cars here tonight, but Jump has gotten stuck back in the field. Baker's kind of gotten stuck back there as well, but they're making their way further forward as the pace car is off. And the green flag is out. Road truck brings him down in the turn number 1 with Hardy all over his back bumper. Up off the corner. Duggar's going to have third. They're almost pushing 3 wide there. Gilmore on the low side of Duggar. Gilmore a little loose off the corner. That's going to give the spot to Duggar. And now Spencer's trying to make his way outside, but Baker's right behind him on the high side as well. Spencer's got that spot. Gilmore going to be down low underneath Baker. Baker's going to make that pass on the high side. He's got the spot. Now right behind Gilmore is Crump and Brakey. Brakey looks like he's running the modified there. No bumper on the front of that car. As well as, let's see, Trenton Jump has no back end on his car. Baker stepping out of line, making moves here. He is up into 4th spot. He just took that from Chris Spencer. As we got another caution. Well, we were... seemed like we were about to get into a nice rhythm, but... let's see, I think Colin Bester here. Yeah, back end just comes out of his car. Thinking with that, Bester may have called it. Well, I'm not able to find him, which means he is not in the room. Once that timing pylon gets updated, it'll be a little less confusing. It's showing Colin Bester 2 seconds back. Road truck look like he's having a bit of a connection issue. I don't see him. He's being shown as out too. He might have just done an Alt F4 and bailed. So it's looking like Zane Bailey is the furthest car down the board of still running in 12th place. Check back and see if road truck is still here. Maybe some connection issue, or if he just bailed. Enough's enough. 18th caution, lap 164. Hopefully they should be doubling up this time. Yes, they are. So lights are going to be off on the pace car. Kyle Hardy, of course, going to take the inside front row. Duggar going to take the high side. Hardy's going to have to watch out because Baker is right there on his bumper, and we know Baker has been so dominant tonight. Randy Randy's back up in position. Unfortunately, he's 4 or 5 laps down. And the green flag is back out. Great jump by Hardy. Duggar's going to chase him down into turn number 1 off of 2. Baker falls back into 3rd. Crump is way up. What happened there? He just stayed way up on the high side. Hardy going to be still leading with Duggar behind him, and Baker holding on to 3rd. Top 3 just about under a blanket here. Baker right on the back bumper of Duggar. Here he goes. He's looking turn number 1. He's going to hit it on the low side. Baker sends that thing in there. Makes it stick like a slot car. Duggar's trying to take the low line from him, but Baker's right there. He backs out just a tad. You might have to make that pass on Duggar on the high side. Duggar's not just going to let it happen easy. Baker's still trying to get Duggar as they head down the front stretch. He's right on his bumper. He's all over him, doing everything but putting the bumper to him. Across the start-finish line. Duggar having to play dual roles as offense and defense. He's kind of getting stacked in the middle of there. Duggar working his butt off right now, trying to keep that car in 2nd place. Trying to get 1st place while trying to hold on to 2nd place. Tough spot to be in for Duggar right now. Baker's all over him. We're closing in on 25 to go. Thought Baker was going to send it in low side that time. Looks like he was maybe just out of shape. Looks like Randy Bashir is the last car running. He's 4 laps down. Road Truck Investor did retire. And Baker just all over the back of Duggar, lap after lap, keeping the pressure on him. Those brake rotors glowing red as they head into the corners. Oh, Baker sends it in there underneath Duggar. They make contact. Nobody's going around. And Hardy, though, loses his back bumper. What in the world just happened there? In one swift move, Baker takes the lead. Let's just see what the heck just happened. So Baker sends it in there, makes contact with Duggar. But Duggar keeps that thing going. Then Baker makes a little bit of contact with Hardy's left rear. That sends Hardy. Hardy saves it, but Duggar gets into the back of him. Takes his rear clip off. Hardy, being a dirt racer, collected that thing up with no issue. But that is going to cost him, unfortunately. He's still sitting in third. Chris Spencer has made his way up into second. We've got just 20 laps to go, and now that Baker has been able to get out front, find that clear track, he is taking off with almost a 2-second lead. Duggar a bit out of line there. We saw maybe just loose off of the corner. Hardy's looking low as they go down the backstretch. Hardy, defending back-to-back champion in this Xfinity series with the IAA, still unable to find victory lane this year. Slowly watching this one possibly slip away from him as Baker just further and further. Baker just kind of got sick of being patient and just kind of sent it. Hardy and Duggar kind of paid the price for it. They're not out by any means. But Baker got out front and he gone. 2.5 seconds. $15 laps to go here at Martinsville. Hardy is all over the back bumper of Spencer. Spencer's still holding off Hardy. That's for second spot right there. Hardy having a bit of a tough time getting by Spencer. Spencer kind of just taking the lines that Hardy's preferring. Hardy gets underneath Spencer. They go across the line down in the turn number 1. Hardy on the low side. Looks like he's able to throttle up before Spencer and take that spot. So Hardy has got second position back. But with only 11 laps to go, Steve Baker has opened up almost 3.5 second lead. Just keep an eye on the time interval between Baker and Hardy. It's like he is chipping away with just 10 laps to go. He's got to knock off 3 seconds and make the pass. Trenton Jump stuck back here in 10th. Disappointing day. It looked like he was going to be one of the final contenders, but just kept getting into trouble after having hitting the pit road for scheduled pit stops. So Hardy is a little bit faster than Baker, but with just 7 laps to go, still over 3 seconds ahead. He's chipping away at it, but it's just not whittling down fast enough. Less of a caution or Baker making a mistake. I don't know. 6 to go. Yeah, Baker being a bit aggressive. But he's got that fast car. 5 laps to go. And Bailey's facing the wrong way on the track. It's going to stay green. Let's go see what happened to Bailey really quick here. If it was on his own or if he got spun. Oh, he just sent it in there too hard. I don't know how that didn't bring out a caution because he's not completely on the apron, but glad it didn't. Steve Baker still with that 3-second lead. Hardy holding on to second. I'm not 100%. I had to check the stat book, but I believe this would be Hardy's highest finish of the season. I don't think he's even had a runner-up. Oh, and the caution is out. Let's see what happened. I don't think Hardy was the issue. It was wrongfully showing me Baker crashed, but was that stamp? Oh, all right, there we go. It's Crump. Crump and Breaky. Ooh, Crump goes on the low side, but gets the curb and ends up into Breaky. Oh, German gets his nose. Everyone else avoids him. And that has got to be so frustrating for Steve Baker. He was 3 laps away from a win. He's still in position. He's still quick, but Kyle Hardy, we know he's quick too. He was knocking time off of Baker. Baker going to have to get a great restart here and hope that Hardy does not. We're going to have ourselves a green-white checkered. Green flag is back out. Oh, and they get stacked up as Baker spins the tires. Hardy's going to get there into the corner first, side by side. Hardy's got the advantage. Now Baker's catching back up to him off of turn number 2. Side by side, they're going into 3. They have got a fight here. Baker's shown he's not afraid to put the bumper if needed, but Hardy's fighting back on the high side. They're going down in the turn number 1 again for the white flag. Side by side. Up off the corner. Oh my goodness, who is it going to be? Down in the turn number 3. Baker sends it up into Hardy. And Steve Baker is just barely going to get it. So he leans on Hardy going through turns 3 and 4. Oh man, Hardy just barely misses it. By 0.05. Half a tenth. Let's watch that finish again. That was a good one. Whoa. Baker with the advantage coming off of turn number 2. I think Hardy was going back to give him a little bit of payback, I guess, for running them up the track so much. You're not running them up the track, I guess, just leaning on them. Let's go on board with Hardy here for this last corner. What a great finish that one was. Let's do your final results. Steve Baker is gonna put that thing in victory lane tonight. Kyle Hardy brings it home in second after that great green-white checkered battle they had. Chris Spencer rounds out the podium positions. Alan Duggar is 4th. Jeff Gilmore 5th. 6th, Zane Bailey. 7th, Reggie Evans. Dustin German is 8th. Eric Stamp 9th. Darren Bruce 10th. Trenton Jump is 11th. Logan Brakey 12th. Wesley Crump 13th. Randy Bashirs is 14th. 15th is Colin Bester. 16th, Sean Freeman. 17th is Scott Ford. 18th is Raymond Herdina. 19th, Dustin Coggin. 20th, Dalton Schley. 21st, Brian Beach. 22nd, Travis Luke. James Road Truck is 23rd. I'm thinking he may have gotten a boot. I don't know why he's being shown in 23rd. He's 44 laps down. Anyways, so that's a scoring issue. That'll get figured out on their end. But that is going to be your final result. Steve Baker parks it in victory lane tonight. I'm going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back with the top finishers.
My name is Jason Turner. I own Turner's Alignment and Tire. Been in business for 20 years now. I'm an alignment shop brat. My dad owned this place when I was born. I've been here my whole life. So it's the only thing I've ever done. Do alignments, brakes, tires, shock struts, do all undercarriage work. We really specialize in just the drivability. We just do things a little bit different than most places. My first ever boss told me, when you're really good at something, be the best at it. Don't be really good at a lot of things, be the best at one thing. And we chose to do this, the one thing I'm good at, and decided to keep getting better at it. People should choose us because we have fair, competitive pricing. We use the newest, latest equipment out on the market. We have the highest quality staff, and we get the job done fast.
Welcome back to Martinsville. Where's Chris Spencer? Maybe he forgot he needs to do an interview. Chris Spencer putting it in third place. Get your butt in here. You don't get to miss out on your interview. Chris putting it up there in third. Great job. Let's tell us about the night.
Chris, that was definitely a little bit of a rough one right there. But man, that was a pretty good recovery. Came away with the top 5 there, and hopefully made some points up. But that was definitely a Martinsville race.
Absolutely, we had quite a slew of cautions there. You were kind of relatively quiet and just kind of popped up at the end of the race, or the last quarter of the race or so. So congratulations on getting it up there in the podium spot in this chaotic race we had here tonight. Who do you want to thank, Chris?
First off, I just for another great night. Martinsville is not exactly at the top of the list of favorite places to go, but we got one in the books there. SR TV Network, the Race and Refresh on the car again. Oh, Smoke Show Racing, good win to the guys up there. That was a hell of a battle between Kyle and Steve. Wish I would have been able to contend against a little bit more against them.
All right, well, nevertheless, podium spot is nothing to be upset about. So congratulations on that, Chris. Go celebrate.
Chris, thank you, man. Great racing.
All right, let's pull in our second place finisher, Kyle Hardy. Kyle, you had a great night. Tell us about that battle at the end. That was crazy.
Yeah. It's a good battle at the end, I guess. Yeah. I don't know what happened there. Last few laps, I guess it was net code or something. But yeah, it was a good run.
All right, well, tell us about that finish with Steve battling all the way down to the line.
Yeah, getting in at 3, I got a tick free, and then I thought he would leave me a little more room in the middle of 3, but he did what he had to do. I mean, he didn't wreck me, so congrats to him, and just happy I had a good second, I guess.
So just had Steve leaning on you a bit going through that last corner, but second place is great. It's good to see you up front here. Kyle, who do you want to thank?
Yeah, just gotta thank the series, give us something to do on Mondays, and the broadcast, guys, and make it seem like it's something real. So just on to the next.
All right, congratulations on second place, Kyle.
Thank you.
And now we'll bring in your winner, Steve Baker. Steve, you are an absolute dominant car here tonight. Tell us about your night and, of course, that finish.
Yeah, was dreading to see the yellow coming to the white flag. But luckily I held on to it, kind of messed up the last restart, and just had a good battle with Kyle there to the end.
We saw you having to get a little bit of aggressive getting up through this field. Tell us about trying to get through all that traffic after you had to pit.
Yeah, I think that was the biggest mistake, was pitting. Should have just stayed out front. But yeah, it was tough to get back through, especially with all the yellows and crash cars across the track. And there at the end, we were riding the line at 12x out of 13 for a penalty. So, but yeah, there at the end, we just had to go. Laps were ticking off, so it was time to go.
All right, well, putting it in victory lane in a dominant fashion with a great finish, battling it out with Kyle on the last green-white checker there. Who do you want to thank, Steve?
Yeah, thanks to Smoke Show Racing teammates and everybody at the league who puts the show on, and for, you for the broadcasts. It was a brutal one tonight, but glad to be able to come away with the win. We'll go on to next week.
All right, it was good to see that you, being so dominant, were able to get through that traffic and up onto the victory podium. So go congratulate. Yeah, go celebrate that win, Steve.
Thanks, man. Have a good night.
You as well. All right, well, that's going to do it for us at 1-5 Studios from Martinsville. If you've enjoyed the racing, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of the action. And again, we'd like to thank you for joining us, and we'll see you at the next track.